Hey guys, so I have a video for you today, and this was a requested video on my top MAC eyeshadows, or what eyeshadows I would suggest if you are building your kit or even just starting a collection for yourself. And I apologize to the person that requested this. I cannot find the comment anywhere. I searched seriously for like 20 minutes and could not find it, so I'm not sure what your name is, but I will search and search and search and I'll put it here. And I'm really, really sorry. I always like to shout out the person that requested it, but your name will be here. I will find it. And she wanted me to do like what my top MAC eyeshadows are. And so I did keep this kind of neutral because I feel like usually when you start out, most people go with more of the neutral colors, and plus that helped me be able to pick just a few as opposed to like all my MAC eyeshadows because I love them all. But anyway, so I just did try to pick my top, and I think I have like 13 plus one honorable mention because it's limited edition, so that's just like a, if you guys can ever find this or they re-promote it, get it. So let's just jump right into it. The first one is Bamboo, and I apologize if I look over here, I have my info written down, and this on the MAC website is described as a light beige with peach, and this is a matte shade. And I really, really love this because as you can see, it is quite light. It's not that much darker than my skin, like maybe a shade or two, and I think that is so important to have in your arsenal of eyeshadows because this is going to help you to blend anything out. So, I mean, obviously I am pretty fair. You might have to adjust the shade to you, but I absolutely love this. Even if you're darker, if you're lighter, what have you, I think this is a shade that everybody needs to have, and I think it's really underrated. I don't hear a lot about it. So I highly, highly, highly suggest Bamboo. So the next shade I have is also matte, and this is soft brown, probably no surprise there. And on the website, it's described as a soft golden peachy brown, which I think is complete phooey because this is kind of like a soft to mid-tone brown, but it definitely has a pink undertone, not a golden undertone. But anyway, again, just an incredible eyeshadow for the crease. Creates lots of definition. Again, like I said, I like to layer. So this will either be my first or second shade that I'll put down. This is just beautiful. Again, highly recommend this. I need to stop saying that. I highly recommend these all. But anyway, I love this eyeshadow. This next eyeshadow that I have here is Texture, and this is actually a velvet finish, and this is described as a peachy brown with shimmer, which I'll agree with. Kind of more of like a yellowy brown in my opinion, but the shimmers are very, very slight, and once I feel like it's blended through the crease or blended on the eye wherever, you don't really see a lot of that shimmer. So again, amazing shade, goes with anything. I love this. The next shade that I have here is Saddle, and again, this is a matte, and this is a golden orange brown. And once again, it's kind of just like a deeper version of the other colors I showed you. We're just kind of working our way up. But once again, this is amazing. I don't know if you can see these, but there are dents in all these eyeshadows, which says something for me because I never dent eyeshadows. I rarely hit pan unless it's a highlight shade. But anyway, once again, just an amazing warm brown shade. I love my warm browns. In case you haven't noticed, really like none of these eyeshadows are cool. So I love the warm browns. The next shade we have here is Brown Script, and this is a warm chestnut brown color, and this is actually a matte squared. And I love this eyeshadow. It is just warm and beautiful and just exactly as that kind of description suggests. This is just an incredible crease color. This is beautiful all over the lid as like a very warm brown smoky eye. This is just, I couldn't live without this shadow, but I really couldn't live without any of these, I guess. And the next shade I have here is Swiss Chocolate. Again, this is a matte, and this is a muted reddish brown shade. Again, very, very warm, but not quite as warm as Brown Script. You can see here's Brown Script. This is still very, very warm, but that red tone is more muted in it. And this just, again, creates the most beautiful smoky eye. If you put it all over the lid, creates gorgeous definition in the crease. I will literally use like all these shades that I've showed you so far in through the crease. I like to layer, like I said, but once again, just a beautiful, warm, rich brown shade. The next eyeshadow I have here is Red Brick, and this is again a matte, and this is an orange red shade, and this is just gorgeous. I know it might look kind of scary, but this one and the next one I have to show you might look a little intense, but once again, work through the crease with other shades, such as the ones I've already showed you. This just warms up the eye. It just gives just this incredible glow. I absolutely love this shade. Don't be afraid of this. Definitely, if you've been considering it or if you haven't been considering it, do now. You will not regret it. The shade's amazing. The next color I have here is Rule, and this is again a matte, and this is described as a vivid orange. I don't know if I would quite go that far, but it is, you know, quite an orange shade, and I'll hold it up, or hold Red Brick up next to it. Here's Red Brick, and you can see it definitely has more of that red, and this is just orange. And once again, same thing, this is incredible through the crease on its own or paired with other kind of more brown shades, and it just again creates that beautiful warm glow. I love these eyeshadows. I love them. Love them. So the next shade that I have here is Woodwinked, and this is a Volux Pearl, and they consider this a warm antique gold, and I definitely think that is a pretty good description of it. In the pan, I feel like it almost looks more taupey, but on the eye, it is just the most gorgeous, gorgeous gold color. I absolutely love this. There's like a huge dent in this. I don't know if you can see. This is probably one of my top 2 or my top favorite gold eyeshadow. The next shade is also a Volux Pearl, and this is All That Glitters. They call this a gold, or I'm sorry, a beige with a gold pearl. This definitely is more pink. I'll hold it up next to Woodwing. You can see there, this definitely is more pinky toned. It does have like kind of like a gold pearl to it, but it's not, I wouldn't quite say beige. But again, this is absolutely gorgeous, and this looks incredible paired with Woodwinked. Or you can use this just all over the lid or as an inner corner highlight. Just a beautiful, beautiful shade. This next shade here that I have is Antiqued, and this is also a Volux Pearl, and they say this is an ash brown with bronze. I don't see it. I don't see the ash. I just see a very, very warm, bronzy, amazing, beautiful color, and I feel like this color does not get enough recognition. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Green eyes. Oh my god, if you have green eyes, they are going to be blazing with this eyeshadow, but this is going to look incredible on anybody. This is going to bring out green, blue, brown eyes, everybody. So to me, this is a very kind of reddish undertoned bronze, and it's definitely an eyeshadow you have to have. Now, the next eyeshadow that I have is Club, and I know this might not exactly be like a neutral because it has that green to it, but they consider this a red brown with a green pearl, which I think is 100% accurate. This eyeshadow is incredible. If you put a black base on the lid and apply this on top, right where that black base is, you're going to get a super, super green reflective property. You'll see that brown when you turn, but it really makes that green stand out, and then when you blend up through the crease, you're going to get more of that reddish brown color. This color is just so unique. A lot of companies have this now, actually, because it's just so amazing, but this is definitely one I recommend. I have used this so much. I think this shade is incredible, and I think it creates the most beautiful smoky eye even if you only use this one shadow. Also, this works amazingly paired with those reddish brown eyeshadows I showed you before. If you put those through the crease and then this on the lid and blend it into the crease, it's just even more perfect. So this one, definitely a must-have. Alright, so the last eyeshadow before I get into the honorable mentions I have to show you is actually one of the Pro Longwear eyeshadows, and they call this a dark camel color, and I would say that's a pretty good representation of the color. In the pan, I know this can kind of look scary and kind of almost look like a pukey color, but it is amazing on the eyes. It is just this incredibly warm, yellowy, brown camel color, and I use this like you wouldn't believe, and the pigmentation on these Pro Longwear eyeshadows is out of this world. Like one tap and swear to God you could do like 87 eyes. Like these are amazing, and this color in particular I could not live without. So yeah, definitely check this out, and it goes incredibly again with all those eyeshadows I already showed you guys. Okay, now on to my 2 honorable mentions. The first one is Samoa Silk, and this was sadly discontinued, so I don't know if they would re-promote this. just because it was a shade they did have and discontinued. But this eyeshadow is incredible. I'm going to hold it up next to Bamboo so you can see. Here's Bamboo and here's Samoa Silk. You can just see that beautiful yellowy orange shade to it, but again, it's super light. So just kind of buff through the crease. It gives you this amazing warm glow. And the day I found out they discontinued this, I swear to God, I had to have like a moment of silence for this eyeshadow because it's so incredible and I don't know why they would ever discontinue it. However, if you do like this eyeshadow and oops, sorry, I should take this out. If you do like this eyeshadow and you want something similar, it is very close to Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. They're not exactly the same, and I do like Samoa Silk more. I just think it's smoother and just blends into the skin a little better. But I absolutely adore Peach Smoothie. I'm not saying a single bad thing. But anyway, so those are very similar. So if you see this and you like it, or you've been wanting a color like it, then go for this guy. But if they ever re-promote Peach Smoothie or bring it back, get it. And then my last honorable mention is Carbonized. Not Carbon, Carbonized. This eyeshadow was limited edition years ago, but this is just like one of the most incredible eyeshadows in my book. This, I'll put like those browns, some of those browns through the crease, like the ones that I showed you before, and then apply this all over the lid. And e.l.f. has a like a cream eyeshadow that was very, very similar to this color, so I would put that on and put this on top, and it just gave you the most beautiful smoky eye, and it brought out my eyes, and it just, I don't know if you guys can see, but again, there's like a massive dent in this, but like I try not to use it because I don't want to run out of it because I use it so much. But if they ever do re-promote this, definitely get your hands on it if you can, because this was just an incredible eyeshadow. This was actually a Volux Pearl. But it's just a stunning eyeshadow, and I hope they do re-promote this or bring this back. Alright, so that is all for my top MAC eyeshadows. I hope you guys enjoyed this. These, I know I've said it 100 times, I said it after every eyeshadow, but I feel like you must have all of these eyeshadows. They're just incredible. They are my favorite and have been my favorites for a very, very long time. I've had all these eyeshadows for at least 2 years, if not like exponentially longer. And I just could not recommend these eyeshadows to you guys more. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments what your top MAC eyeshadows are. I'm always interested to hear. MAC is, if you didn't already know, MAC is my favorite brand of life. Like nothing in my mind, in my opinion, could top MAC. I don't know. So I absolutely want to know what you guys' favorite MAC eyeshadows are. Leave those down below. And if there's any you don't like, put that in there too. Let's get some, chit-chats going on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!